So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 6 effective ways to stop overeating. And welcome to Cultivating Inner Beauty, where we're all about loving our healthy selves, from hair, skin, and nutrition, and that, my friend, starts from. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 6 effective ways to stop overeating. We've all been there. I know my thing has been with sweets, but hopefully with these 6 tips, this will help you stay on track with meeting your health goals. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 1 is to choose foods with purpose. If you already know that you're going to go to a restaurant, go ahead and plan early by looking at their menu and seeing what all the healthy options they have or the more fulfilling options that they have. Doing this by planning early, this will help you to avoid eating food that's not too fulfilling. And this will also help you with not overeating or overstuffing yourself by just choosing a bunch of random things when you're looking at the menu on the spot. Also, planning during the week. This is why meal prepping is so effective, because by planning out what you're going to have, what you and your family are going to have throughout the week, this will help with limiting how much groceries you get when you go to the grocery store. And also it helps you to be like more laser focused with what you're going to eat during the week. Doing this will help you with not overeating. Also, when it comes to choosing foods with purpose, you want to kind of go for foods that's more nutrient dense and get foods with fiber and protein. All of this is going to help you with not having to overeat, because a lot of times when we eat foods with empty calories or with added sugars, a lot of processed foods, then that causes you to keep eating because you're not really getting the nutrients that you need, so you feel like you have to keep eating and keep eating. So choosing foods with purpose is definitely a great way to start. All right, second tip for you is to drink more water. A lot of times we think we're hungry when we're actually more thirsty. Some of the signs when we're actually more thirsty is like our skin could be feeling drier, we could have a headache, we could feel nauseated, you could even have some lightheadedness, like you could feel slightly dizzy, which is also similar to feeling hungry. Like if you haven't eaten, these are some of the signs that you may be hungry as well, or what your body is trying to tell you that you're hungry. So in order to, like, hopefully you don't get to that point, but whenever you're feeling hungry, especially if it's later in the night, then test it out. So what I mean by testing it out is that drink a glass of water and then wait for at least 15 minutes and assess your hunger. Are you still hungry after you've drunk some water? If you're still feeling hungry and you're even experiencing some growling and everything, then yes, you are hungry. But if you find that after drinking some water, you're actually fine, you don't feel like eating, then chances are you're probably thirsty than hungry. So always make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. So my third tip for you is to develop a routine. A lot of times, some of us tend to overeat because our whole schedule is off. If we're not sleeping properly, not getting like the right amount of hours of sleep, it could literally throw off our whole day, including the way that we eat. So making those small changes and making it into a habit can really make a big difference when it comes to how you eat. So you want to, if you're not already doing so, you want to really pay attention to your sleep schedule and try to make changes if you can. I know some people may have weird sleeping schedules because of work or anything, and a lot of times with that, when we're up when we should be sleeping, our body is really getting mixed signals, so it's not able to repair itself as it should throughout the night. And so that's what throws off our eating as well, because we wake up later and we're doing things later, and then we're eating bigger meals later, when now our body is trying to slow down and rest, and so our body can't really get into sync, and so that really is what throws off everything. So developing small habits, especially when it comes to sleep, can make big changes. And I also would say that when it comes to eating late at night, that could throw you off too, because if you're eating late, then chances are you're going to stay up later as well. So before you go to bed, try to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep. And that would help you also as your body adjusts to go to sleep. So make those changes and that will help. And also, while we're on routine, I would also say, like, if you don't have any hobbies, then, you know, spend some time with yourself and really, like, get into some hobbies. Like, find what you like to do and start to do those things, because sometimes we could be overeating because we're just bored, and that's not good either. So you know, have different hobbies, different things that you like to do, actively do, besides like watch TV or something, and that will help you. My fourth tip for you is portion control. Sometimes when we eat, it's because we're eating out of containers. So if we're eating out of containers and chip bags, like we're eating out of the whole thing that we got from the grocery store, then that could cause you to overeat as well, because you're not paying attention to your portion sizes or the serving size that they have on the nutrition label. So we're just stuffing our face and not even realizing it. So in order to stop doing that, then whatever you're eating, you know, go ahead and take it out of the container or whatever it's in, like a bag or whatever, and maybe you need to put it on a plate. And as you look at it on the plate, then you could really assess how much you're eating, and this will help you when it comes to your portion sizes. Also, paying attention to like just how your plate looks. I always want to make sure that most of my plate is colorful, so I'm always making sure that my veggies take most of my plate. And because I know, like, another big thing for me has been starches. I love some rice, so I know sometimes I would have like a lot of rice on my plate, which is too much for me. So I had to like decrease how much rice I have and put more protein and put more veggies on my plate. But when you see it on your plate, then you can really assess how much you're eating. I won't go as far as like putting it on the scale and seeing how much everything actually is. If you want to do that, you can, but at least eyeballing it is a great way to start. Number 5 is reducing your stress. So this goes back to developing a hobby, but sometimes, like, depending on like your mood, or maybe not everyone deals with this, but some people can't handle stress well, and so one of the ways that they handle stress is through food. So if they had a bad day, if they broke up with someone, whatever, then they're going to eat. And the problem when you're eating and you're already feeling bad, you don't care at the moment, you're just going to eat, and you're looking for that feeling to you're looking to fill that void at the moment, but food is not the option. So you want to reduce your stress, and so I always talk about journaling, because that's what I did a lot growing up. That's what I still do. Find someone that you can confide in. Maybe walk in the park. That's a lot of things that I like to do. I love walking. It's something about walking in nature that really helps me to be at ease, even with working out. But you know, so maybe you don't have access to a gym, but just really taking in like how you're feeling and assessing how you're feeling instead of going directly to food is always healthy. And my last tip for you is to ditch the diet fad. So there's like so many diets that's out there that promises these quick fixes, and I know that, you know, some people, you want to be slim before the summer or whatever, but everything takes time. Everything takes time, and so you don't want to also put your body into stress doing these quick challenges or these quick diet things, whatever is out there, just to be slim. Because sometimes when people go into these things, doing these different diets, when they get off of it, then they go back to how they were before, because they really didn't change their mindset and everything. They really didn't change their lifestyle, and they only did it for a certain number of time and then they stop. Or they do the diet fad and it becomes a habit of theirs, but it's not really healthy. And so you really want to pay attention to whatever diet that you're on, but make sure that it's healthy for you. I always talk about mindful eating, so I'm not really with like a particular diet or anything, but just being more mindful with how you eat with these other steps or these other tips that I'm sharing with you today. But that is it for today. I hope these tips help you. Let me know in the comments what are some things that you do that help you with not overeating, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, beautiful.